Okay, we're starting a new chapter, chapter 11, surface area and prisms. And our objectives today are I can identify prisms and pyramids, and 2, I can identify bases, faces, edges, and vertices, and number 3, I can understand how to identify and name a pyramid by its base. All right, I want you to look around your house and find a solid that has 6 flat edges, 6 flat faces, and 12 edges. So I want you to pause this video and see if you can find something that matches that description. Okay, once you find your object, answer the questions. Could you find one? What was the object? And what is it used for in your house? Okay, all right, let's go on. Describe a solid figure by its faces, edges, and vertices. The following figures are solid figures or three-dimensional figures. So they're not flat like a piece of paper or like your desk or the floor. Or they have a substance, right? You could fill them with something. So we have a cube, a rectangular prism, triangular prism, and square pyramid. You can classify a solid figure by its faces, edges, and vertices. The faces are the flat surfaces, okay? All sides of all the flat surfaces, this is hard because I'm not really sure if that would apply to a cone, just tell you that. But anyway, on figures such as the ones we're dealing with, the flat surfaces are faces, and bases are faces that are parallel. That'll make more sense in just a moment. Okay, so the edge of a shape is where the two faces come together, like where they meet and form that edge corner edge, right? Like the sides of the box, and then that corner where those sides are folded, right? And then we have a vertex, and that's where 3 edges come together. Okay, I think you all understand the concept of a corner, so we're just giving it a new name and calling it a vertex. Okay? An edge of a solid figure is a line segment formed when 2 faces meet. So when you have 2 edges or 2 line segments, where they come together, that's our edge. A vertex is a point where the 3 edges meet, 3 or more, because there are instances with the square pyramid here. We have more than 3 edges coming to meet together. A cube has 6 square faces, 12 edges, and 8 vertices. Similarly, the rectangular prism also has 6 faces, not square faces, 6 faces, 12 edges, and 8 vertices. A prism is a solid figure with 2 parallel congruent bases joined by rectangular faces. And they are named after the shape of their bases. Okay, so we have our rectangular prism here. We have 2 rectangular bases, top and bottom. The best way to think of a base is if I sat it on a table and the 2 sides were parallel, that would be the bases, okay? In our rectangular prism, it's the 2 triangle ends are our bases, right? Those are the only 2 sides that are parallel. A prism is named by the shape of its bases. A base is also a face of the prism. A rectangular prism has bases that are congruent rectangles. And it has, like I said, 6 faces, 12 edges, and 8 vertices. A triangular prism has bases that are congruent triangles, which I just stated. Congruent, that means they are the exact same size. It has 5 faces, 9 edges, and 6 vertices. All right, last type of shape we're going to be dealing with here is a pyramid has one base that can be any polygon. Okay, so as you see here, we have a square pyramid and a triangular pyramid. Okay, both of them are named after the type of base they have. A square pyramid has 4 faces, so the exact same amount of sides on a square, right? That's how many faces it has. The faces are triangular shaped and they meet at a common vertex at the top. Okay, triangular pyramid has 3 faces and 4 vertex. Let's see, all of the other faces are triangles, and the triangle faces carry a common vertex. A square pyramid has 1 square face, 4 triangular faces, 8 edges, and 5 vertices. Now, you could have a pyramid that would be a hexagon pyramid, which would have 5 faces and 6 vertices, or even an octagon pyramid. Okay, whatever polygon you can put on the bottom, you can turn that into a pyramid, okay, with that common vertex. And then it says a triangle pyramid has 4 triangular faces, 6 edges, and 4 vertices. And that's it for today. You'll have a slideshow to complete, a slide project to complete for this assignment today. And then I would like you to spend the rest of the day getting caught up on any work that you haven't completed yet.